Dear friends, good evening. We are today, Tuesday, and we are series number 197. And I want to take a little lesson, a little inspiration from what we read in this week's Torah portion. And it's very fascinating, where the Torah lays out the laws related to a guardian, someone who is watching someone else's item. And there are three levels. Basically, when you do someone a favor and you watch something for them, they're going out of town on a vacation, they ask, please watch my bicycle, my stamp collection, whatever it is. And we're told that at that point, your level of responsibility is such that if you were negligent with it, you're responsible. But if it was stolen from you, you're not responsible. You just take an oath to prove that you didn't take it yourself, and you walk away scot-free. But if you were paid to watch it, your level of responsibility goes up, and now you are responsible even if it was stolen from you, not at gunpoint, obviously, but if someone broke into your house and took it from you, you didn't watch it enough. And then there's a third level. If you borrow an item, when you have all the benefit, you're using it and you're not paying for it, then your level of responsibility goes very high, and you are responsible even if the object is lost and it was taken by gunpoint. Even if it was an animal and it died, you're responsible. One thing that we see from this is that something is taken for granted, which is that we are responsible. A person cannot say, listen, if I'm paid for something, I have to have a level of responsibility. But if I'm doing someone a favor and I'm being paid to do it, I'm not responsible. There's no level of responsibility. I don't have to even pay attention to it. And the Torah says no, that at all levels, even if you're doing someone a favor, you are still responsible up to a certain level. Not that you have to go and spend money and expend time to try to hide it in a place that it won't be stolen if a thief breaks into your house. Meaning, look at it even a little bit more than we look after your own stuff. But it definitely is a level of responsibility. And I think that's so important for all of us to remember, because this is a very fundamental principle in Judaism, is that we are, and therefore we are responsible. We're not only responsible when someone puts something in our watch, but we're responsible because God put life in our watch. God gave us life, and He gave us the responsibility to take care of our life. And it is very easy for any of us at any time when we're down or when things are not going well and we're not happy with the way the pandemic is going and how things are moving slowly. And it's very easy to immediately throw blame on someone and shirk all responsibility for our lives and say, I'm putting myself on hold because someone made a mistake or someone did something foolish. There's one person responsible for yourself. That is yourself only. No one else is responsible for you. Many people may affect, they change the environment around you, but at the end of the day, your choices are your responsibility. And even when the going gets tough, you're the one that is held responsible for the choices that you make. And when we realize that, we realize that we cannot let circumstances rule our life and run our day, but we have to make the choices from within to say, what will my day be like? You know, even when we look, the world is looking for happiness. The world is looking for happiness. But Judaism, it teaches us that happiness is a choice. Happiness is not an entitlement, and definitely not something that will happen. Happiness is a choice. I choose to be happy. I choose to be positive. Part of responsibility is that I choose to take my life in my hands. And I will not let any circumstance, I will not let any situation make or take that control, that responsibility out of my hands. Because if you want to reach your destiny, if you want to reach your dreams, if you want to reach your future, you want to reach your potential, it's only first when you take responsibility for your own life. It's only when you take responsibility for what's going on around you. So you can't be held responsible for what comes your way, but you're responsible for how you react to it, or if you let it bring you down, or if despite what's going on around you, you still pick yourself up. Like successful people always say, it's not if you will fail that defines if you're a failure or success. It's if you pick yourself up afterwards. Everyone will fail at some point. We're humans. But those that pick themselves up, those people took responsibility for their lives and realized no one's going to pick me up. I got to pick myself up. So, especially when we're in difficult times like this is the moment when we have to look up and say, I take responsibility for my life and I will make my life into something. And the minute you do that, you will feel freer than ever. So take responsibility. God bless you, that this will help you move forward in a tremendous way. Have a good evening and a great day. Love you all.